Hello dear students, today I am going to discuss with you a very important topic of class 12th accountancy, that is treatment of provision for doubtful debt while preparing revaluation account. And this particular topic will be used in 3 chapters. One is change in profit sharing ratio among partners in the chapter of admission of partner. And also this topic can be there in the chapter of retirement or death of partner. So before I do this topic in detail, I do the different cases, I want to tell you some general things about provision. First is the meaning. What is provision for doubtful debt? So it is a money which business has kept aside to meet the expected losses due to bad debt. And why we do this? It is because of the principle of prudence which you have done in class 11th, which says that business should provide for all future losses. So that is the reason why a provision for doubtful debt is created in business. And when you talk of nature of the account of provision for doubtful debt, so please remember, according to modern approach, the nature of account is liability. So provision for doubtful debt is a liability of the business. And regarding the depiction in the balance sheet, please remember that there are 2 ways to show provision for doubtful debt in balance sheet. One is that this can be deducted from debtors on the asset side, but sometimes you may see a provision instead of asset side, you may find it on the liability side also. So provision for doubtful debt can be shown either on the liability side, or what you can do is you can show it on the asset side where you are deducting it from debtors. So either of these 2 treatments can be there, or these are the 2 ways in which provision for doubtful debt is shown in balance sheet. And another thing which you should know is that when there is a change in profit sharing ratio, or when there is addition of partner, or at the time of retirement or death of partner, you prepare revaluation account. And revaluation account is a type of a nominal account, and the rule which applies to preparation of this account is if there is a loss due to revaluation, debit side, and if there is a profit due to revaluation, credit side. So we revalue our asset and reassess our liabilities, and in case of a loss it is debited, and in case of profit it is credited. So I am taking this one example and I am going to discuss different cases of provision for doubtful debt. So if you can see here, debtors are 50,000 and provision is 5,000. So the amount written outside is 45. So please remember here 50,000 is called as gross debtors, and once I deduct provision from it, this is called as net debtors. Okay, so let us see the first case. Provision for doubtful debt is to be increased by 1,000. So you can see provision is right now 5,000 and you want the provision to be increased by 1,000. So means from 5,000 you want provision to be now 6,000. So your liability was earlier 5 and now your liability is increasing to 6. So is it a loss or is it a profit of firm where your liability is increasing? Yes, increase in liability is a loss. So please remember, we are going to show this on the debit side. To provision for doubtful debt, rupees 1,000 is a loss. Okay, so in this case the journal entry which you are going to pass is revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt. I am using these short form, but in exams please write the complete words. So here the loss is of rupees 1000. So this is the journal entry when we are writing provision for doubtful debt on the debit side of revaluation account. Now let us see how this is going to affect the balance sheet. So in balance sheet, debtors will be 50,000 and we are going to deduct provision for doubtful debt. Now please remember, now the provision is not 5,000, it has increased by 1,000. So we are going to deduct 6,000 and we are going to write outside 44,000. So I hope this case 1 is clear, where provision for doubtful debt is increased by some amount. Now let us see case 2. So the question, the basic figures will remain same. I'll just give you different cases. Case 2 is provision for doubtful debt to be increased to 7,500. So students, you need to be very careful whether it is increased by or increased to. So here it is writing provision for doubtful debt is to be increased to 7,500, means it was earlier 5,000, but now you want that provision should be 7,500. So there is an increase of 2,500 in provision. So your liability was earlier 5, but now your liability is 7,500. Again, increase in liability is a type of loss to business. So it will be shown on the debit side of revaluation account with the loss. So loss is, please remember, it is not 7,500. Loss is of the difference, that is 2,500. So what will be the journal entry for this? When I am writing on the debit side of revaluation account provision for doubtful debt, the journal entry is revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt 2,500. Okay, and now we will see how this is going to affect the debtors in the new balance sheet. So debtors are 50 and you are going to subtract provision for doubtful debt. So now provision is not 5,000, it is 7,500. So the amount which you are going to write outside will be 42,500. So please be very careful whether they are writing increased by some amount or increased to some amount. Okay. Even the same, this particular case too can be written in some another way in exam. Like I can write provision for doubtful debt is to be increased to 15% on debtors. So when I am saying 15% on debtors, it should be on the gross debtors. So if your debtors are 50,000, you calculate 15% of 50,000, it is 7,500. So it is another way in which this same statement can be written. So the treatment will remain same, but this is another way how the same thing can be written or given in your exams. Now let us come to case 3. Provision for doubtful debt is decreased by 1,500. So earlier provision was 5,000. You want your provision to be decreased by 1,500. So means you want it to be 3,500 instead of 5,000. So here provision is decreasing, means your liability is decreasing. So decrease in liability is a type of a profit for firm. So please remember, it will come on credit side of revaluation account. So I am writing here by provision for doubtful debt. So here the profit is of rupees 1,500. Okay, Now let us write a journal entry for this. So can you think of a journal entry? Provision for doubtful debt is written on the credit side of revaluation account. Yes, the journal entry is provision for doubtful debt account debit to revaluation account. So you can see here revaluation account is credited by 1500. Now let us see the effect on debtors in new balance sheet. So debtors are 50,000 less provision for doubtful debt. So can you tell me how much is the provision now? Since it has decreased by 1500, so now provision is 3500. So the figure which we are going to write outside is 46500. Now let us see case 4. Provision for doubtful debt is decreased to 1000. So we want that provision, instead of 5000, it should decrease to 1000. So with this you can see that your liability was earlier 5000, but now it will be 1000. So it is a type of a profit for firm. So it will be written on the credit side of revaluation account. By provision for doubtful debt. And here please see your liability is decreasing by 4000. So profit is 4000, which is transferred to credit side of revaluation account. And how this is going to affect the debtors is, debtors are 50,000 and we are going to subtract provision for doubtful debt. Please remember, now the provision is 1000. So we are going to write outside 49,000. Now coming to the journal entry. The journal entry for provision for doubtful debt transferred on credit side of revaluation account will be provision for doubtful debt account debit to revaluation account. So revaluation account should be credited by 4000. So I hope it is clear to everyone. I am repeating one thing again. In exam, don't use the short forms. Write the complete words for provision and the doubtful debts. Now let us see the next case. All debtors are good. Now what do you mean by all debtors are good? Means there is no need for provision for doubtful debt. Our debtors are surely going to give us, there is 100% surety that they will give us the money. So this particular provision is not required. So your liability in the form of provision for doubtful debt is 5,000, but now it is no longer required. So your liability is decreasing to 0 now. Provision is decreased to 0 now. So again it is a profit and it will be shown on the credit side of revaluation account by provision for doubtful debt. And how much profit is firm having is 5,000. Okay. And when we are writing debtors in the new balance sheet, please remember you are going to write debtors as 50,000. No need to subtract this 5,000 because all debtors are good. Now coming to the journal entry for this. Since we are writing provision for doubtful debt on the credit side of revaluation account, the journal entry is provision for doubtful debt account debit to revaluation account. So here the profit is 5,000. Now let us see case 6. Bad debts written off are 3,000. So these are the actual bad debts. It's a loss for business. And please remember, why we create provision for doubtful debt is so that in case there is a bad debt, we have some arrangement ready with us. So we have arrangement of 5,000 and the bad debts are 3,000. We don't have to worry since we already have kept some money aside to face this particular loss. So first of all, I will come to the journal entries. Do you all remember in class 11th we did the journal entry for bad debt? So what is a journal entry for bad debt? The journal entry is bad debt account debit to debtors. So how much is our bad debt? 3,000. Why is bad debt account debited? Because it is a loss. And why is debtor account credited? Because the bad debts are going to decrease the debtors. So asset is decreasing. That's why debtor account is credited. So this is the entry for bad debt. Now since we have a provision already there to face this loss, we are going to write off these bad debts from provision. So the journal entry is provision for doubtful debt account debit to bad debts. So actually we have used this provision to write off this loss of 3,000 due to bad debt. Now can you tell me how much provision is still left? So provision still left is 5,000 minus 3,000, that is 2,000. Okay, so coming to the revaluation account, we are not going to write anything in revaluation because this loss is being met by the provision for doubtful debt which we are maintaining. But yes, when we are showing debtors in our balance sheet, so debtors are 50,000. First subtract the bad debts. So bad debts are 3,000 and then we are going to subtract the provision. The provision which is left is 2,000. So what we are going to write outside is 45,000. So if you can see, debtors are same, but the only thing which we have seen here is although there is a bad debt, but still we are not writing anything in revaluation account because this loss is being met from provision for doubtful debt which is there in our books. Now coming to the 7th case, bad debts written off are 6,000. So bad debts written off are 6,000. So you know that this is our loss, and in order to face this loss, we have a provision of 5,000 which is less than 6,000. So first of all, we are going to do the journal entry for this loss of 6,000 due to bad debt. So what is a journal entry? Bad debt account debit to debtors account. The loss is of 6,000. Now we are going to use this provision to write off the loss, but our loss is 6,000, but the provision is 5,000. So for remaining 1,000, it is a loss of the firm which we are going to debit through revaluation account. So the journal entry for this will be provision for doubtful debt account debit. We are going to use provision 5,000. Revaluation account debit 1,000. This is a loss of firm because we did not have enough provision to meet this loss. To bad debt. So our bad debts are 6,000. So we are using the provision for doubtful debt of 5,000. For remaining 1,000, we are using the revaluation account. Okay. So let us see how this is going to affect the revaluation account. So in this journal entry, can you see revaluation account is debited by what amount? 1,000. So on debit side of revaluation, I am going to write to bad debt account. How much? 1,000. Okay. And regarding the depiction of this in balance sheet, so debtors are 50,000. So less bad debts. So our total bad debts are 6,000. So it is consuming the whole of provision which is there. So we are going to write outside 44,000. Now let us see case 8. Bad debts written off are rupees 2,000 and provision for doubtful debt is to be maintained at 8% of debtors. So for doing such type of adjustments, first of all, you should do the journal entries. So let us do the journal entry first for this bad debt. The journal entry is bad debt account debit to debtors account 2,000. And now to write off this bad debt, we already have a provision. So we are going to write off this bad debt from the provision. The journal entry is provision for doubtful debt account debit to bad debt. Now you should see that how much provision is still left. So for this, I am making balance sheet first. So debtors are 50,000 less bad debt. So bad debts are 2,000. So debtors are now 48,000. So now you have to make a provision of 8% on debtors. So please remember, we are not going to make 8% of 50,000, rather we are going to make 8% of 48,000. Because provision is only made on the doubtful debtors. So if there is bad debt of 2,000, means we are sure that they are not going to pay us. This is already a loss. So provision is to be made on 8% of these debtors, which are 48,000. So 8% of 48,000 is 3,840. So we have to maintain provision at 3,840. So before doing that, how much is provision left? So out of 5,000, we have already used 2,000. So provision left is 3,000. But we have to maintain the provision at 3840. So how much more provision which we need to create is 840. So we have to keep 840 more from our profit, which is kept aside for making provision. So the provision to be subtracted here will be 3840. So the debtors which are shown outside are 44,160. Now we have to write the amount of difference between provision left and the provision which we have to maintain. So you can see there is a difference of 840 which we have to keep aside. So that we are going to write on the debit side of revaluation account to provision for doubtful debt. So how much provision we have to create is, since 3000 is already there, we need to create a provision of 840 rupees. So please see, the journal entry for same will be revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt with 840. So I hope it is clear to all of you that we need to compare how much is provision left and how much is a new provision we have to create, and accordingly we have to transfer the amount to revaluation account. 2400. So the new provision is, which is deducted from debtors, is 2400, and what we are going to write outside is 45,600. Okay, so if you can see here, provision left after writing of this bad debt was 3000, and we want that new provision should be 2400. So this is what we already have, and we want that provision should now be 2400 instead of 3000. So here you can see that our liability is decreasing by rupees 600. So this is a profit which we are going to write on the credit side of revaluation account by provision for doubtful debt 600. So the journal entry for this will be provision for doubtful debt account debit to revaluation account. So revaluation account is credited by rupees 600. Now let us see case 10. Bad debts written off are 45,600. Okay, so if you can see here, provision left after writing of this bad debt was 3000, and we want that new provision should be 2400. So this is what we already have, and we want that provision should now be 2400 instead of 3000. So here you can see that our liability is decreasing by rupees 600. So this is a profit which we are going to write on the credit side of revaluation account by provision for doubtful debt 600. So the journal entry for this will be provision for doubtful debt account debit to revaluation account. So revaluation account is credited by rupees 600. Now let us see case 10. Bad debts written off are 2000 and provision for doubtful debt is to be maintained at an existing rate. So in earlier two cases you have seen that rate was given to us, but here it says that provision for doubtful debt is to be maintained at existing rate. So first you need to find out what is the existing rate. So if you compare 50 and 5000, so what do you think? So what do you see that this 5000 is 10% of 50,000. So you can see here I can calculate like this: X% of 50,000 is 5,000. So the answer is X is 10%. So the existing rate is 10%. Okay. So this is another way of writing the rate. So you have to find what is the existing rate. So let us first do the journal entry for bad debt. So as you know, the entry for bad debt is bad debt account debit to debtors 2000, and then we are going to utilize this provision to write off this bad debt. So the journal entry is provision for doubtful debt account debit to bad debt. Okay, so let us show this in the balance sheet. Debtors are 50,000 less bad debt 2000. So now our debtors are 48,000 and we need to maintain provision at 10% of debtors. So what is 10% of 48,000? 4,800. So this is a new provision. So less provision for doubtful debt 4,800. So we are going to write outside 43,200. Okay, so let us compare how much is provision left. Provision left is 3,000 and the new provision which we want to maintain is 4,800. So if you compare these two, how much more provision which we need to create is 1,800. So you can see that the provision is increasing by 1,800. So it's a loss written on the debit side of revaluation account to provision for doubtful debt 1,800. And what will be the journal entry for this when we are writing provision for doubtful debt on the debit side of revaluation account? Revaluation account debit to provision for doubtful debt 1,800. Now let us see this case 11. In fact, this is the last case. You can see here debtors are 50,000. So instead of subtracting provision from here, I told you that provision can be shown on the liability side also. So provision is 5,000 and debtors are 50,000. Bad debt written off are 2,000 and provision for doubtful debt is no longer required. Okay, so let us first do the journal entry for bad debt written off rupees 2000. So the journal entry is bad debt account debit to debtors account 2000. And to face this loss, do we have a provision? Yes, we have a provision of 5000 with us. So we will use this provision to write off this bad debt. So entry is provision for doubtful debt account debit to bad debt 2000. So can you tell me how much is provision left? Provision left is 3000. And how much is a new provision which we require? New provision, if you can read this, the provision for doubtful debt is no longer required. So we want new provision to be 0. So you can see provision was 3000. We want this liability to be reduced to 0. So here liability is decreasing. So it's a profit of rupees 3000. So we are going to write that on credit side of revaluation account. By provision for doubtful debt 3000. And the journal entry for this will be provision for doubtful debt account debit to revaluation account 3000. So let us see how this is going to affect the balance sheet. So debtors 50,000 less bad debt 2000, and we are going to write outside 48,000. The provision remaining will not appear because this provision is no more required. So I hope all these cases are clear to you and you will be able to do such type of questions in exam.